here. Welcome to Linda's Weekly Guided Insights, a weekly gift of guidance on navigating the uncertain world you are now living in. Published every Tuesday since 2014. In this episode, the guides talked about useless thinking. This type of thinking is really non-thinking. It has nothing to do with you. It's a program that's running you. This programming convinced you to ignore your own critical thinking. Therefore, your ability to think things through became atrophied. The effort and time it would take to bypass the constant bombardment of the programming that everyone else seems so comfortable with became too much for you to overcome. You came to this conclusion when the few times you did express your independent thoughts, you got criticized and completely rejected. As Albert Einstein said, you cannot solve your problems with the same thinking you used when creating them. Just like Einstein experienced, the consequence for thinking for yourself would lead you to become some sort of outcast, even if you became good at disguising it. So you would never really fit in. Eventually, you would lose interest in the programmed people all around you. So how do you go about breaking the lifelong programming of useless thinking? Like any habit, you must first identify it the moment it happens. Then, before you have a chance to think about it, you must write down what you identified, just like it happened. After you write that down, let it go and close your journal. Review it later that day or the next day. Then, answer the next question. How does what you wrote down make you feel? Consciousness resides in the details, so be thorough about answering that question. The more uncomfortable this process makes you feel, the closer you're getting to the truth. Your truth derived from thinking critically. Without even trying, you will have a realization. Write that down. This exercise will empower you with the solid action you will now be capable of taking. The debilitating influence that the repetitive, useless thinking used to have over you will be greatly diluted, which will make the next habitual, useless thought easier to overcome using this same technique. So, let's let the guides take it from here, conclude this insight about their insight about this, okay? And here they go. Allow your thoughts to show you like a gauge where you possess critical thinking and where and when you don't. All you must do is remain aware. Do not allow others to intimidate you any longer. You may even stumble along the way. But we will catch you. We are aware of your abilities to easily overcome this. You must write it all down, or you will miss it. You will miss our guidance. Also, write it all down. With this awareness, you will heal a lifetime of habitual habits that have no purpose in your life anymore. You, along with many, many others, are waking up to the program that was forced on you. Let it go. Live freely within yourself, and you can never be controlled by a societal program ever again. That's freedom, you guys. That's the kind of thing you've always been looking for, but you couldn't see it. You couldn't identify it. All right? You don't have to be flashy with it. You don't have to put it in somebody's face. If you do that with it, with what you're going to learn, with how you're going to align with who you really are, you haven't learned anything. Okay? Just use your journal to express yourself through that, and just be an example for everyone else that you encounter in your life as that gentle, consistent, kind, loving self-thinker. Okay? You have help. You are never alone, and always.